Hey guys, we are hanging out here with Relient K on the Paramore tour, and who am I here with?
This is Matt Thiessen. I'm the lead singer of Relient K. Yeah.
All right, good to have you, man. Well, let's do a couple of warm-up questions to get you broken in. Family Force 5X on Twitter would like to know, what do you think is the greatest unsolved mystery?
I'm gonna go with Amelia Earhart. I guess she just disappeared. That's kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
I mean, I don't know what happened to her.
What do you think happened?
I mean, she probably drowned somewhere, I guess. There's a lot of ocean out there.
Love Addict 11 on Twitter would like to know, who do you look up to?
Adam Young, the singer of Owl City. He makes a lot of life choices that I agree with.
OU Sierra on Twitter would like to know, have you always wanted to do music?
You know, I remember I was like 6 years old or 7 years old, and I was trying to think about what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I was by myself. Like, I remember I was cleaning up like all my family's shoes. Like, I had a big family, so I was like putting everybody's shoes away, and I had the idea of being a rock star. And like at that point in my life, it was 1987 or something like that, so like it was like hair bands and stuff was kind of all I knew about rock stars, and so I kind of felt guilty about it. I was like, oh, Mom wouldn't be happy if I wanted to be that. But I remember having the idea, and then when I was 15 and pop punk was getting popular, I picked up a guitar and started writing songs, and kind of wanted to be like Blink-182 and the Spandam XPX, just like pop punk music. And so we started writing our songs, and we got signed to a record label a long time ago, like 98. Like, they developed us for a few years and finally put out our first record in 2000.
You went through the whole MTV, TRL kind of pop phase, I guess, where you're kind of all that. What was that like? And I don't know, was that a good experience for you?
Definitely. I mean, it was the first record we put out with Capitol Records, and back then they had some pull with like TRL and that sort of thing, and got our videos shown, and it was a cool experience. Like, it happened to a few of our friends, so you know, we kind of knew what to expect.
Would you label your band as a Christian band, or how would you describe that part of your music?
Personally, I think it's cool to not even like have a genre of Christian music, just because it's the only like genre that's based on like lyrics and stuff like that. So, you know, rock and roll music is rock and roll music, and that's what we play. But you know, I definitely enjoy it when bands sing about things that are of spiritual consequence, things that encourage you and like make you feel like life is worth living. And I definitely feel like we do that, and you know, a lot of that stems from our Christian beliefs as guys. So
I've talked with other bands that kind of deal with that, like Flyleaf and Family Force 5 and Skillet, and there are quite a bit of challenges that come with being, you know, in a Christian genre, or at least kind of having other people label you that way. Has there been any difficulties with that?
I mean, it just exists as a pigeonhole. Like, you know, people will look at your band and say, well, they're from that Christian music industry, so you know, sometimes you don't get a fair shake, I guess. But I don't really like to look at it like that. I mean, I feel like if you make good music, people will hear it, and you know, we like our last record, and we're going to try and see how many people can hear it.
What's been your never dreamed in a million years moment since this started?
You know, I didn't think my ex-girlfriend would become as popular as she did. That was kind of... I used to date this girl, Katie Hudson. She's Katy Perry, and you know...
You dated Katy Perry?
Yeah, for a couple years. Like, we were like kind of serious. It was fun. But yeah, then like all of a sudden, like, you know, everybody knows who she is. So that was kind of a weird experience in life. I didn't really think that was going to happen.
Wow. Yeah. So, did you know at the time that she was gonna?
Yeah, I mean, she was bred to be like what she is. Like, she's awesome, and she always has been. It just took her 6 years to make the right record and put it out, you know. So, I knew her before it kind of happened, and I always kind of knew it was gonna happen. And so, but like, that was actually something I had to go through while we were dating. I was like, well, if we break up, I'm gonna hear her on the radio someday. How am I gonna feel about that? And like, you know, it turns out I feel great about it.
So
you know, I'm just proud.
Are any of those songs you think written about you?
You know, there's a couple that I know that like maybe, yeah, for sure. But like, you know, it's cool. Like, that's old stuff. That's like her old life, and you know, we're still friends. I got to work with her on her new record a little bit last December. So, you know, it's still cool to be a part of her life in that way, and like still be friends.
Wow, it seems like everything you touched goes gold. I mean, Katy Perry, Owl City. Maybe you should give me a good handshake after this, and I'll become Ryan Seacrest.
Oh yeah, I mean, I worked on a little cut on Kelly Clarkson's record last year. It was a good year last year. So
you seem like a really good guy, but have you ever had? I mean, this life has to bring some temptations with it that you kind of have to, you know.
No, definitely. I mean, you know, most of our songs are about me screwing up. I mean, I'm a world-class screw-up, but I usually know, you know, limits, and I try to, you know, be a good dude. But we had a bass player quit like I don't know, years and years ago, like 7 years ago or something like that. But you know, I probably didn't handle that situation the best, and you know, he would probably say the same. But you know, that's just what happens, and we're all like really good friends now, so it's kind of one of those things. And our bass player that we've had for the last few years is awesome, and they're really great dudes. So you know, everything kind of works out.
What's the most trouble you guys have gotten into as a band?
Our bus caught on fire one time. I mean,
wow.
It wasn't really our fault, but you know, we were going up a mountain and this emergency thing overheated, and the whole back of our bus burned. Where I was actually sitting in the back of the bus, and we watched it burn down to the ground. It was a cool experience. It was like watching
How can that be a cool experience?
I don't know, like just like realizing that, you know, I had a lot of stuff in there, computers, phones, like all this stuff, and it was just all gone. And I was like, you know, to be cool with that it's liberating. And also you got to watch a really cool fire and be a part of a really cool story. So we still haven't got the insurance for that though. Which,
oh my god!
Yeah.
When was this?
That was 07, I guess. Yeah.
Still haven't gotten the insurance, huh?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah.
Tell them you're Relient K. You need the insurance.
I think they know who we are.
Yeah.
They just don't. They don't care.
Doesn't work on the insurance. Even Relient K has trouble with insurance companies.
Definitely, I can vouch for that.
You get a lot of attention from girls. How do you handle that?
You know, I don't. I mean, I don't really get that much attention, so it's never really been a thing. It's just like kind of like, hi, you know, whatever. A lot of
that girl who likes you a lot more than you might like.
I mean, sometimes, yeah. You know, I've had like, especially like foreign girls, like Russian, like this Russian girl one time just came up and like just planted a big kiss on my cheek. You know, that's how they would do it, I guess, over there or whatever. So,
is there anything that goes on tour that you wouldn't want your mom to know about?
Not really. I mean, you know, I don't want my mom hanging out necessarily. You know, that's
why not?
I mean, I don't think that would liven the mood or anything like that. But yeah,
I'm sure you've had some interesting fan experiences. Anything stand out for you on that?
You know, we had a really cool fan experience recently, but it was just like kind of nice. Like we just had a few fans that waited around the hotel room in Japan and like ended up taking us around and showing us. When you're in a foreign country like that, it's nice to have people who speak English and Japanese. So
actually, I lived in Japan for 8 years.
Oh,
so
cool.
Yeah, you ever need a tour guide, you just let me know.
Right on, man.
All right.
Very cool.
Hook me up next time.
Yeah.
If I translate for you guys, do I get a free trip? You think?
We normally get the translator over in Japan.
Oh, wow,
So it saves a flight. Well, we'll have to see.
I'll just stow away like in the cargo bin.
Yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Don't worry, there's plenty more where that came from. Come with me behind the scenes, backstage, and onto the tour bus to meet your favorite stars. We are backstage with Slipknot. I am here with my good friend, the American Idol, Chris Allen. I'll ask questions you've never heard before and show you the answers you won't find anywhere else. You said you're a Justin Timberlake fan.
No.
No? Maybe that wasn't you?
Oh my god, I shouldn't have smoked all that weed.
What do you like about Katy Perry?
Everything.
Happy
birthday, dear Brian.
Huge meaning or self-defining sort of thing.
I think we just lost one of our interviews. Rate, comment, and subscribe for new videos every week. Reporting for YouTube, I'm Brian O'Dell.
BryanStars! BryanStars!
I'm the reason you go on tour.
You're the reason I'm here, baby.